Before swearing in the mayor, I just want to publicly thank you for your work with Representatives Gentile and Claridis and Speaker Donovan to keep our courthouse, Derby, a very vital part of our area. Serves serving almost 11,000 people per month, and you have been assiduous in working with members of the legislature and other leaders of our community to see that this continues. Thank you, Mayor. If you'll raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear that you will uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, and the laws adopted by the state, the Charter of the City of Derby and its laws and ordinances, to the best of your ability as Mayor of the City of Derby, so help you God.
I do.
I want to congratulate the mayor and introduce him on his inaugural address.
Good morning, everyone. To our distinguished dignitaries, thank you for coming today. Mayor Della Volpe, Mayor Loretti, I thank you for joining me today. Wish to thank you for your friendship and bipartisanship relationship that we have shared for the past 6 years. I would like to thank His Honor, Joe Flynn, for being so kind in offering me the oath of office. Joe, your service to Derby, to our state of Connecticut, and to the judicial system has been extraordinary. You have set a standard of intelligence and impeccably honesty as a shining example of all of us to follow. You humble me with your presence. To my dear friend, State Representative Dennis Claridis, where is she? She is. Who wore out her shoes walking with me the last couple of months. I thank you for your spirit, your counsel, and of course, your shoe leather. To those many volunteers who have worked on my behalf during this recent campaign, and Judy Sevchek, who gave so much of her time, her intelligence and her creativity, and I thank all of you. You amaze me. To my sister Liz, to my brothers Jim, Ezio, and Aldo, I thank you. Family is everything to me. I am very lucky to be part of our family. To my wife Diane and my 3 sons, Anthony, Paul, and Joe, your support, your love has been and continues to be a high point in my life. I thank you and I love you. To the most sensational aspect of living in the United States of America is our wonderful ability to vote and elect those who will represent us. The people of Derby have voted, and we are now the elected officials selected to move forward, making the lives of Derby citizens better for today and into the future. May I congratulate each and every one of you on your successful campaign to serve the people of Derby. May I also congratulate those who have sought office who were not successful. Without your effort to gain elective office, our system of government would stagnate and lose its competitive nature. Your efforts provide the motivation for creativity and a voice for what is best within our system. In a campaign, we are either Republican or Democrats. Once the votes are counted, we are no longer party members, but we are now elected representatives of the people. We as free minds will differ on a number of issues, but the difference is not based on party affiliation, but our vision of the future. We see enough of partisan politics in Washington, D.C. and in Hartford. The people of Derby deserve better, and I believe they should receive better. Join with me. Let's begin moving forward and making Derby the very best. Let us disagree on minor issues, but let us continue moving forward. The downtown redevelopment is moving forward. In these tight economic times, to find a developer interested in creation of a project has not been easy. I believe we have found one. His plans are creative and practical. He is putting together his financial package and is ready to move forward. And may I add, without any money from the Derby taxpayers. This project will provide tax revenue to the city and many jobs for our citizens unemployed or underemployed. We own an asset called East Derby Waterworks. Built in 1971, we receive no value for ownership. I want to sell East Derby Waterworks, use the one-time revenue for one-time improvements to our city. Once sold, it becomes a taxable piece of property. This will receive ongoing revenue. We will receive ongoing revenue from the sale. With this one-time revenue, we can protect the future of our city by putting some money into our fund balance. Keith likes hearing that. We can also purchase one-time items, whether it be modern vests for the protection of our police officers or new breathing devices for our volunteer fire department. The City Hall computer system is getting old, and the expenses to keep it running are increasing dramatically. We can save our citizens tax dollars by replacing the system. I would like to create a demolition fund, so when a building is substantially blighted, the owners have abandoned the property, we have funds to purchase and demo the building. This will greatly enhance a number of neighborhoods within Derby and create opportunities for people to buy the property. Build decent housing and attract more people to our city. We need to consider items such as visiting team bleachers for Ryan Field, a public park for children on O'Sullivan's Island, other recreational activities like a tennis court. The sale of the water company asset would allow us to investigate the above items, all in an effort to make our city a better place. I wish to aggressively seek public and private funds for the Sterling Opera House. We now have a realistic plan for returning the Opera House to a functioning theater. There is no better way to enhance the activity of our downtown than having a theater attracting people to Derby. Our restaurants, our shops, our people will be the beneficiaries. Construction of our Greenway Phase 3 should begin shortly, which means we need to get started on planning Phase 4, which will be the connection to Orange. Our road into the new industrial park will be completed shortly. We must now prepare bid packages and review development plans to decide what best idea will suit Derby. Which proposal will produce the greatest amount of tax dollars? Which will produce the greatest number of jobs for our citizens? Finally, there has been much discussion about helping our seniors and how they pay their property tax. There are a number of directions we can follow, including a four-payment system, a tax freeze program. Other ideas have been investigated. Many cities throughout Connecticut have come up with creative solutions to help their older citizens living on a limited income. It is time for Derby to be creative. I believe by working together, we can solve any problems we are confronted with. We can move Derby forward into a bright future. and we make Derby a better place to live, a better place to work, and a great place to raise our family, and a great city to retire to. All it takes is working together. Join me, and let's roll up our sleeves, and let's get to work. The voters deserve nothing less. Thank you.